G'day folks, it's hot, there's lots of flies, and Holly and I are going yabbying in a dam that we went yabbying in last year. This dam's on private property, and last year it was very hit and miss. Today it'll be hit and miss. If we hit, we might get some big ones if we're lucky. If we miss, well, we might not catch any. But anyway, this is the dam where we had a total yabbying fail with rock melon, so let's go and see if we can do all right with meat. Now I went to grab my drop nets. We're going to use drop nets, but I've only got two. The third one is actually in my car, which is on the mechanics at the moment after being towed away while I was yabbying last week. So I'm in a different car, and I'm missing the things that are normally in the back of my car. The other thing I'm missing is string. So with these open top lift nets, I might be able to tie them in, but with the drop nets, I might have to resort to cable ties to put the meat in, because the cord that I normally use is in the other car. But anyway, we've got two open top lift nets, two drop nets. Let's bait them up. Oh, and if you're wondering what bait I'm using lamb hearts, Australian lamb hearts, it says, and spring lamb. Spring lamb kidney. So folks, I'm using kidney and hearts for bait. It sounds a little bit gross, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I didn't have the other one.
That's right, they didn't have the lamb's fry. We wanted the lamb's fry, but they didn't have any. I'll cable tie the bait into the net.
The heart into the net.
Cable tie the hearts into the net, that's right.
If it'll work.
If it's big enough. Cable tie might be a bit small.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, put it tight.
Tight.
Is it tight enough? Is it tight enough?
Yeah. I want to put that bait in. Like that?
Righto, the first net, open top lift net, baited with 3 lamb kidneys. Right, I'm going to have to walk out in the water a little bit for this one. I'm using a rake to help me lower it. This is a drop net, baited with lamb heart. Net number 3 can go just in there. I've done really well in this area just last year. It was very hit and miss last year, this dam. Some days you'd catch 20 and other days you'd catch none. Oh, I nearly fell over. It's a bit slippery. Righto, time now for the last net, which is another drop net, net number 4.
Now there is no impatient check whether Dad likes it or not. We are waiting more than half an hour.
Seems legit. Right, yeah, now Holly's going to check the first net. Put your foot up on that bit of concrete thing there if you want. No, whoosh. Or maybe don't. Remember, hold it up as high as you can and pull it in as high as you can. As fast as you can. Yeah, go. Not looking good. Not looking good. Uh-oh.
Like this. Like this.
Yeah, now push it out so that it ends nice and flat. Excellent throw.
Is that deep enough? Because I can see it.
That's fine, that's plenty deep enough.
Okay.
I hope we got something in the other nets. That wasn't a very good start. Rightio, net number 2. Hopefully it's got something. That's not a good sign. These nets have been in for over half an hour. We've been very, very patient. Yes! It's only one, but it's a start.
Can you put some more in here?
Do you want me to do it so you have to get your feet wet?
I won't get my feet wet.
Hey?
I won't get my feet wet.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe you should do it.
Yeah, quick. Righto, folks, he's not a big yabby. I'll keep him for now. Hopefully we get a few bigger ones that I can put him back later. But we're on the board. You want to hold him?
Actually, no.
You don't want to hold him?
No.
Okay. Tell you what you can do if you want.
Get some grass?
Get some grass and put it in the bucket so that when we catch 50, which we're going to do, don't be pessimistic. We might. You just never know. They might just suddenly come on the chew. Right here. Next time we'll have to remember your gumboots. So you can walk out here to check it. What's in here? No! Maybe that bait's just not very good. Yep, I'm moving it. Wow, that's not a good sign, dolls. Was there a shrimp in there? Oh, there is a shrimp in there. He's a big one too, look. I was just thinking a minute ago, last year I got like, she's not going to put him on my nose. Look at the size of that. Macrobrachium australianese. That's what it's called scientifically. Wow. Well, nah, he'll die in there. See a shrimpy, see a shrapnel. Well, we've only caught one yabby. But that was one more than we caught last year when we came out here with rock melon, isn't it? The strings aren't very long on these drop nets. Righto, let's give them a good half an hour or more. Now, I just want to say a couple of things about private property. I'm on a private property dam here. This is privately owned water. Now, I've had a few people ask lately, how do you access these private property dams? Easy. You just go to the door of the nearest farmhouse and you knock. Usually they'll say either yes or no, and sometimes they'll say, sorry, that's not mine, that belongs to Joe Bloggs up the road, go and ask him. It's just a case of knocking. If they say no, you respect that. But if the permission is granted, I've been coming on this property for most of my life, if the permission is granted, you need to look after it. Now, classic example, when I came in here just now, there was cows in one paddock, cows in another paddock, and they were all lined up at the gate. When I opened the gate to drive through, one of the cows walked through and ended up in the other paddock with the other cows. I wasn't sure whether that was okay or not. So I went back to the farmhouse and spoke to the farmer and told her what had happened, and she said, that's fine, no stress, don't worry about it. But the fact is that I wasn't sure, so I went and told her. Now, there's an old rule, if you're on private property, you always leave the gates the way you find them. If they're open, leave them open, because the farmer might have them open for a reason. If they're closed, make sure you always close them behind you. Now, if they're open and you don't think they should be open, call the farmer. Call the landowner. So look, if this gate's open, is that what you want? And they'll say, no, please close it, or yeah, no, I've got it open for a reason. So always leave the gates the way you find them. And if you're ever unsure about anything at all, let the farmer know, because they will appreciate you getting back to them if there's something wrong. It's gone very windy, hasn't it? You want to check it, or you want me to check it? I'll move it if there's nothing in it. Uh-oh. No, not even any shrimp. Something tells me that kidney isn't a great bait. Oh, well, I'll put this in here. I'm thinking that maybe kidney is not the best bait, dolls. That's a nice looking spot. Hey.
What are you doing?
This is the only net that actually caught something last time. And this time it's caught nothing. This isn't good, dolls. We'll probably only get one, maybe two more checks. I'll check this drop net first, just to give the open top net that little bit longer. And nothing. I think we could have found a better dam. One more net to check. Please get at least one. Oh yeah, I've got a turtle. A yabby and a turtle. It's a nice big yabby. I spoke recently. I'll put the turtle back before I tell you about this yabby.
Can I put the turtle back?
Yeah, it's got to be careful it doesn't scratch you, okay? It's only a little one.
Save the turtles. Okay.
Quick, get in.
Please scratch.
He'll scratch you with his feet, but they might make you bleed. It's just a real little thing. He might even scratch you as much as they're lizards. Phew, can you smell him?
Yeah.
Quick, take him down to the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yep. Seem to be catching more turtles than yabbies lately in some of these nets. You're right, he'll find his bearings. It'll take him a minute to remember, work out which dam he's in and which planet he's on. Here he goes. Did he teach you anything?
Yeah.
Has he taught us anything?
Yeah, he stinks.
Taught us, get it? Is he taught us? Has in taught us? Has in taught us? In a little short video I made recently about yabby size and size of yabbies, a yabby this size, it's a nice size yabby, but it's still not an overly big yabby for this particular dam. I've caught them much bigger than this in this dam, but I've never caught them this big in that dam where I filmed that other video. Here's a 5-legged yabby. Look, he's lost 3 left legs. He's only got to lose 1 more leg and he'll be all right. You know, all right. Just past those, you know, off that corner there where it was. Perfect, except I think the string's tangled, aren't it? It's going to be good.
Yay.
I reckon it's going to be just fine. Righto, we've caught 2. That's been very, very slow.
And a turtle.
We've got 2 Charax destructors and a tortoise the tortoise that they stink. Okay. Look, we're the same height.
I grew.
Holly grew. Righto, folks. It's time to go and check the net for one last time. That sound alright? Yeah. The yabbying's been slow. It's been as slow as a one-legged dog on tranquilizers. Yeah. But anyway, let's go and see if we can catch our 3rd yabby. Can't believe it's been so slow. Anyway, this dam has been known to be very hit and miss. Okay, drop net. This caught the first yabby. Oh, we've got another one. It's got 3. It's got 3.
Yeah, try and hold on this one.
You want to hold him?
One.
Do you want to hold this one? You just got to grab him there. I've got his claws.
No.
Want to hold him?
Too big.
Too big? We've got 3 in the bucket. Rightio. Net number 2. This is the open top lift net, but this is in a new spot. This is the one that I moved after the last go. Had a shrimp in it, but it fell through the holes. I don't reckon this lamb kidney is a very good bait, you know. I'm blaming the bait a little bit. I think the yabbying's slow, but I also think the bait's really crap. I don't think it's very good. Maybe it doesn't smell. You hardly throw, you can hardly smell it. You smell that? Can't even really smell it, can you?
No.
Have yabbies even got noses? Imagine when they pick their nose with that dirty great big claw. Imagine the damage they could do.
They could snip their nose off.
Yes, that's right.
I have one.
You're right. I told you there was a shrimp in the net, didn't I?
Yeah, you dropped it. Put it back quick, because it can die easily.
They can die easily out of the water. Very well spotted, darling. I've got a bit of a bad feeling about this net. I just don't think it's in a good spot. Do you want to check it? Because all you got to do is hold it up really high. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Hold it up as high as you can and real fast. Yep, go. Yes, go, go, go! You were too slow. Did you see him get out?
Yes.
There was one in there, but Holly was a bit slow. As she was pulling it in, it was right at the front of the net. It was a similar size to those other ones we've got, those other yellow sandy colour ones, wasn't it?
Put it back here.
No, we're going home now. I don't think, unless there's an absolute miracle in the next net, we're probably not likely to be taking any yabbies home today. Now, unless there's a great heap of yabbies in this net, we're probably most likely going to release the ones that we've caught, because we've only got 3 in the bucket. There's one in there. It's quite a big one too.
Yeah,
that's the biggest one today. That's a pretty big yabby, isn't it?
Don't let it hit you.
No. No, that wouldn't be pleasant at all, would it?
No. That's big.
Okay, folks, that's the biggest one today. I'm going to get a photo of him with my... Hang on, I'm going to get a photo of him with my phone. Oh, sorry, I've already put him back. We'll get him out in a minute. Righto, so we caught 4, almost 5, and 1 turtle and a couple of shrimp. Rightio, folks. Now, Holly is going to tip the yabbies out, and we're going to tally up and see what we've got. We're going to let the yabbies go in the water. We're going to tip them out on the edge of the wet ground here, Holly, okay, so it's not too hot for them. And I'm going to put a link above or at the end screen to a video that Holly made just recently, because Holly was testing out some new nets. What were you testing out in your video, Holly?
New shrimp nets.
Little cylinder-shaped shrimp nets. So I'll put a link to Holly's shrimp net video at the end and above as well, if I remember, because I seem to forget that a lot. All right, let's tip them out and see what we've got.
Right here?
Yeah. There we go.
They can't.
1, 2, 3, 4, and they're quite large. Off they go, look. No, you're right. No, he'll nip you. He'll grab him now. That's the best way. All right.
Oh, stay. No, I don't want to do it. It's too big.
You've held crayfish 5 times that size. Okay, so we put him back. See you, big fella. You're going the wrong way, Dopey. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you next time when we catch 110. Yo, we had a lot of fun and I hope it really shows. We didn't catch too many, but that's the way it goes. Harley loves to come out with me and I don't even have to bribe. But if you've liked this yabbying, why don't you subscribe? Word up, homegirl.